Well, I'm making a sheath to replace a sheath that I was not happy with, and the person who bought the knife wasn't happy with it either. And I don't blame them. It was my prototype, BC Special, and the sheath was a prototype either. Also. And the knife is a good knife. The knife is a fine knife. There's nothing wrong with the knife. But I was not completely happy with the sheath. But I sent it anyway thinking maybe it was just me. And when Fred got it, he told me that the sheath didn't seem to hold the knife very well. And since that time, after I sent it, I completely redesigned the sheath, and it's now a sheath that I'm very happy with. So I'm making Fred another sheath, and I'm doing you up right, Fred. Fred Ward up in Alaska. It's going to be two-tone. I've done a little bit of tooling. I'll have this sewed today, and I'll have it glued today, and tomorrow I will come and sew this up and two-tone it. So Monday I may be able to ship this to you. I'll have to get with you and get your shipping address. I forget. It's kind of a not like Niski or Nikiski or Meniski, Alaska, some little town up there. Anyway, just wanted you to know I was making it, Fred, and I'll get it sent your way real quick. Oh, and if you want to wet form it to your knife, what you do is wrap your knife up and saran wrap really good. Stick it in the wet the sheath down. Let me back up. Soak this sheath in water, underwater, for like 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, it'll absorb the water. Hold it underwater for like 2 or 3 minutes. And you take it out, you shake the water off of it, and you put your heavily saran wrapped knife down in here, and then you take your thumbs. Make sure you don't get your thumbnails on it, on the leather, because wet leather, it will pick up a thumbnail gouge. Take your thumbs and fingers and press in around the knife, around the handle, and all that, and just wet form it to the knife. And then leave the knife in there and set it in front of a fan or somewhere that has some air movement to it, and let it naturally dry. And then you might even want to oil the blade up on your knife really good, just in case any water gets through the saran wrap. But that is how you wet form. And when it dries 100%, you take your knife out and take the saran wrap off, clean the knife up, make sure no water got through it. So, all right, let me get a little work done this. I'm going to get that sewed, and I'll get this welt in and glued, and tomorrow I'll sew it up and two-tone it. The other day, I had 6 knives going at the same time, and I ran out of clamps. And the saying is, when you think you have enough clamps, you don't. I bought 8 clamps, and you're not going to believe the deal I got. These are Irwins, these are good clamps. A 4 clamp pack cost $20 on Amazon. So I bought 2. So now I have 8 more clamps. And if I run out of clamps this time, I need to just stop making so many knives at once. All right, that's 8 clamps for $40. It's $20. It comes in a 4-pack. And I will leave a link, an Amazon link below. If you need clamps, you're not going to find a better price than that, believe me, because I buy a lot of clamps, and Irwin is my favorite clamp. These were a 4-pack, and I paid like $36 for these, and they're nothing special. They're just regular old clamps. They're not, they're not better or worse than these Irwin clamps, but they're more expensive. These are half. Okay, I just wanted to tell you, if you're looking for clamps, I found a heck of a deal. I will leave a link. I don't know how long they'll be that price. I'm going to include a clip of a huge fish that I caught. I just wanted to show you what I caught it on. This little toy fishing rod.
Well, the hook, it was a little
teeny tiny hook. I caught a huge fish on. And I would say that fish was I would say it was 2 foot, easy 2
Oh
foot.
yeah, it was easy too.
And 8 or 10, 8, 7, 8 pounds maybe.
I don't know, but
I know I couldn't have pulled it in with this little fishing pole. If you hadn't have got the net, I wouldn't have been able to pull them in off the bank.
snapped it, yeah.
Because this is only like 5 or 6 pound test. It's, you know, just tiny little. It's a tiny little. They call it a dock rod.
Yeah, it broke the hook.
Yeah, it broke the hook. Yeah. And when I tried to get the hook out of the catfish, it bent it into a circle. But that's that little tiny rod caught that gigantic catfish.
It's got dots.
See, this is how you catch fish. I caught this.
It's an Appaloosa.
This is the biggest fish of the day, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. How deep you fishing, Brad?
About 1.5 foot.
Charlie, does he look healthy?
No, I caught a couple.
Yeah.
Look, this one right here's Finn's been chewed on.
Whoa.
Finn, look, he broke your hook.
Oh, broke the freaking hook.
Maybe it's just come untied.
Is he healthy?
It's got some chewed up spots on him.
Yeah, with all them snapping turtles in there, I bet you they.
Well, all them turtles eat on them. Them stinking gems. Them stinking
Roll them
gems.
in, hon. He's been
I
out.
gotta find the hook, Brad.
You don't think the hook's not on here?
It's in his mouth.
Oh, he looks okay. You know you gotta catch him behind it.
Yeah, we gotta go
Here, you're gonna
get some pliers and dig the hook out.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, let's see it. Yeah, that's a crikey. That thing's massive.
Well, that's the size I want.
Hey, you gotta hold
You
it way out in front of you so it looks like it's 20 times bigger.
Yeah. This is a little brim hook, and my God, when they get it in there, that's
Boy,
in
he pulled that right down to his tail, didn't he?
there. I still think these are little mud